What is going on, my patriots? This is another edition of the official Patriot News Live. I'm your host, Joel Davis, formerly known as Joel Davis Media Network. How are you guys doing? I want to thank you guys tremendously for the comments that y'all left on my last video, and I will begin to read some of these comments on the last video at the end of these videos to give you guys, to make you guys understand that I acknowledge every comment that you leave, and I appreciate the comments, and I appreciate you guys as well. And please do me a favor, if you like what you're hearing so far, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure that notification bell is selected all the way up top, so you will be alerted every time I drop a new video, new post, new whatever. Now, with that being stated, let's jump into tonight's bombshell. Yes. What if I told you that there's new evidence that suggests former President Barack Obama may have been at the center of the so-called Russian hoax? The same scandal that triggered years of investigations into President Trump's 2016 campaign. Oh, this isn't just a partisan accusation. See, former Congresswoman and presidential candidate Tulsi Gabbard has dropped what some are calling a political nuclear bomb, publicly accusing Obama of orchestrating a disinformation campaign that allegedly misled the American public and government intuitions. She's now demanding criminal prosecution. Now, kind of stick with me while I break all this down, all right? Everything that Tulsi Gabbard is alleging, the documents she cited, and what this means for Obama, and how the DOJ is responding or not responding. Now, before I go into that, let me drop a video right quick of what she is recently found out and a snippet of some of the things that she's exposing before I break down everything and get to the meat and potatoes. So with that being stated, this is fair use, fair use, fair use. I'm going on down here to where Fox News has recently talked about. We're gonna start from the top of this, from the beginning. Again, this is fair use, full screen. Let's go.
All right, now to this. Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard released a report she says is one of the biggest political scandals in recent history. The Trump-Russia investigation. She claims after Donald Trump won the 2016.
Now, if you want to see the rest of this, you can go on Fox News. All you got to do is put DNI Gabbard claims, and it will show this very clip all the way up, and you can see the whole 5-minute clip. I just wanted to give you a snippet of what's really going on here and what is coming out of the horse's mouth. But don't worry, there's more. See, the rig reveal happened, like I said before, and we said before, Friday, right? Tulsi Gabbard released a memo over 100 pages long. And if you don't know what date Friday was July the 18th, 2025. Now, according to her, the Obama administration not only knew there was no evidence that Russia changed votes in the 2016 election, but also suppressed internal findings that proved it, while simultaneously pushing a narrative that Donald Trump's campaign had colluded with Russia. Gabbard's statement: President Obama and his top officials weaponized the intelligence community to target a political opponent. This wasn't just wrong, it was treasonous. Now, she claimed the plan began with a December 9th, 2016 Oval Office meeting. President were Obama when he was president. President were Obama, who was the president at the time. Then Vice President Joe Biden, FBI Director James Comey, and CIA Director John Brennan, and DNI James Clapper. Gabbard alleges this meeting was where the Russian narrative was formalized, a narrative she claims was built around the now discredited Steele dossier. Her words are direct. There was an attempt to undermine democracy, not protect. Now, Gabbard handed these documents over to the Department of Justice, urging an official investigation into Obama, Biden, and their intelligence officials. Now, what are inside these documents? It's internal Department of Homeland Security and DNI assessments from late 2016, saying there was no evidence of Russian tampering with vote tallies. Early CIA emails that cast doubt on the reliability of the Steele dossier, yet it was still used to obtain surveillance warrants against Trump allies like Carter Page. Communications between Obama-era officials discussing how to frame Russian interface in ways that emphasize collusion. To be clear, now, these are Gabbard's interpretations of the material. The DOJ has not verified or confirmed any wrongdoing yet. Not surprisingly, reactions are deeply divided. Now, as us as conservative commentators, we're calling this Obamagate 2.0. Many are demanding that if Trump was investigated and impeached over questionable claims, then Obama should be held accountable if he knowingly weaponized intelligence. Tucker Carlson, now hosting an independent show, said if this had been Trump doing this to Hillary, he already be in handcuffs. Meanwhile, Democrats have brushed it off as election year political theater. Senator Mark Warner, a senior Democrat on the Senate Intelligence Committee, said simply two words: baseless distractions. They always say that. Representative Jim Hines also stated, "This is an old trick, digging up half-baked intelligence, make loud accusations, and let social media do the rest." But Gabbard, a former Democrat herself, insists this is bigger than politics. She argues if we don't hold people accountable just because they're powerful, then our republic is gone. So if you don't know what the Russian hoax is anyway, let's do a quick rewind. Let me get that rewind sound. So the Russian hoax refers to the belief that 2016 Trump Russia investigation was politically motivated and not grounded in solid intelligence. This narrative picked up steam during the Trump presidency, especially after the Mueller report found no criminal conspiracy between Trump and Russia, although it documented numerous contacts. In 2020, a Republican-led Senate Intelligence Committee acknowledged Russian interface but stopped short of claiming Trump collusion. Then when John Durham's investigation, which found the FBI process was sloppy and politically influenced, but not necessarily criminal. Now, Gabbard claims she has proof that even before all of this, the Obama administration knowingly planted the seeds for the hoax. Well, planted the seeds for the hoax knowingly. Now, I know you're asking, what happens next? Where does this all go? Well, the DOJ has received the referral from Tulsi Gabbard. The Attorney General Merrick Garland has not made any public comment. Congressional Republicans are calling for hearings and possible special counsel investigations. But unless hard, irrefutable evidence is made public, it's unlikely the DOJ will prosecute a former president, especially one as protected and popular as Barack Obama. However, if more whistleblowers come forward or if more documents get declassified, this could become the biggest political scandal since Watergate. All right, so I'm going to tell you like this, what I feel is going to happen. Personally, we already know this is not no surprise that Obama and his administration have been literally trying to do everything they can to destroy, how can I put this, the credibility of the Trump administration. Now, when it comes to this hoax, we spent so many years on this, and we have. The investigations, the shots from the Democratic Party towards Trump has been just horrendous. Yet there was never any factual proof on it. Now, getting back to Obama and what's being revealed, I do not think that there is going to be any real consequences to these guys. I really don't. To Obama and Biden, because they all so protected, especially Obama. Obama is protected under not only just the woke movement, but he's protected under the alphabet soup movement. All of them are all in cahoots together. And we're going to do another segment personally tonight about Obama and some of the things he recently said about his allegiance to the alphabet soup community that is pretty controversial. All I'm saying is, I do not, and I repeat, I do not think that this is really going to go any further. I think that, let's say, if it does go any further, there may be a hearing about it, but that's about it. These jokers got so much pull and protection till it's funny. And that's why they're doing everything they can now to run away from it. I mean, yes, I would love to see them get held accountable, grilled, even charged with what they have been doing to Trump in the false accusation. But we already know that that's just a dream within a dream. So, at the end of the day, I'm just going to put it like this. Since this happened under Obama's watch, it's wrong. Because if it happened under Trump's watch, it would have been wrong. And not to mention, too, as it continued to even happen under Biden, with him being with all this dementia, all we can basically hear them say, oh, it's a national crisis, which again is wrong and is bigger than that. This is about our trust in our government, our elections, and our justice system. Because if you don't have trust in those things that we swear out, that we've been taught that it's supposed to be accurate and it's supposed to do what it's supposed to do because that's what it's designed to do, then hey, what else do we have to fall on? Who can we trust? But anyway, y'all, get in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Do you really think that Obama is going to be held accountable for the Russia hoax? Or do you think that this is going to be one of those, we knew that, we believe y'all now that y'all telling the truth, okay, let's move on? Or do you think that it is going to be exposed and talked about to an extent? Let me know in the comments, like y'all been doing, about what y'all think. Now, before I wrap up, I want to say before the end of this podcast, and story, to say rest in peace to Malcolm Jamal Warner and to his family, man. He lost his life today in Costa Rica. If you don't know who he is, he's an actor who played on the Cosby Show as Theo Huxtable. He has played on so many TV episodes. He even did a show with him and Eddie Griffin, the comedian. He's done a show with Tracy Ross. I mean, this guy is just, he's always was working. He's never act like he was too good to talk to anyone. He never let Hollywood got to his head. He lived his life like a regular human being. You know, it takes a lot of discipline, a lot of humility to go and work in Hollywood on a daily basis in these circles like he did, not sell your soul, and to treat everyone like a regular person because you feel like you are a regular person. That takes a special human. And these type of humans, God knows when they leave us, it actually leaves behind a legacy and blueprint of how we should treat others. So I had to put that there for Malcolm Jamal Warner, for all the people that grew up under this guy. Again, rest in peace to him and his family. Now, let's go to these comments right quick for the day, which I was shocked that I got these comments, man, because I was like, whoa, people really feeling my comments and stuff. So yeah, I'm with that, man. I'm really feeling that. One comment I got, and let me see here. All right, so one comment I got recently is what I had put on tonight about the CE about the failing WNBA with the women. This was like amazing from one of my from one of the people that wanted me to write about this. Hold on, and this is from at Nancy Clark 7126. She said women basketball players haven't shown that they have stood up to the men. And I responded back that I agree that they have to put in the work. And this is about the one about I made the title of failing WNBA wants NBA money but 25% of the work. The next comment I recently received is what I wrote about when it came to about the CEO and his wife that got caught cheating. And this is from Don't You Dare 321. His response was, they are too brazen. Back in the day, a cheating man was not going to take a side piece anywhere at all ever. She remained on the side, in the back, and on her back. He was not prepared to get caught and lose. Now they are not concerned. It's like they really want to leave the wife and kids, but if the wife divorces them after an affair, they can then claim, I made one mistake, I'm human. She just would not forgive and forget. She wanted to be vindictive and take away half of my million. B, shaking my head, people these days. I responded, you are correct. And they also have the nerve to try to wife the side piece when she's going to do the same thing to them. Make it make sense. So yeah, I want to say thank y'all for those comments because hey man, y'all comments are acknowledged by me. I do respond. Again, support the channel. Hit up my Cash App for this channel, which is money sign on the Cash App, Joel's News and Views. Again, money sign Joel's News and Views. This goes all back into the channel. So with that being said, whether you want to donate $1 or $5,000, man, I sure be appreciative. I'm out.